Hi, it's Kerie Crystal Moonrise, and thank you for watching my channel today. So if you are a returning visitor, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, thank you for taking a chance on, checking out my content. And if you like this video, give it a give it a like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber to my channel. But I am a singer, songwriter, and producer, and also an intuitive reader of tarot and oracle cards. So I'm going to do a little bit of both in this video. I figured I'd start out with a little clip of a song, and then we'll dig into some of the energies to get a message for the day. All right, so I'm going to sing a song that I think you all may have heard at some point in your life, but this is something from my childhood that I wanted to, bring back to the surface and sing today for whoever is tuning in. So it's called This Little Light of Mine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, yay. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, yay. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, everywhere I go, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine, yay. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Woo! Well, I hope that inspired somebody today. And if you want to follow my music, I'm over on SoundCloud. I mostly do inspired R&B. So singing this is kind of like not really what I actually sing, but gives you a taste of my vocals. But head on over to SoundCloud and check out my music there. But all right, so let's get into this intuitive reading for the day. Let's see what messages we can get to help inspire. I would like to help inspire the collective. I know there's different readers that tap into different energies that give different lanes of information. My lane of information is on inspiration because, that's where I love to hang out. All right, so before I get started, I am going to just light an incense here. All right, I have a incense here, a combination of sage and Palo Santo. And that just helps clear the energy in my space and also helps me clear the energy on the decks that I'm going to be using. I'm actually going to be pulling from a couple of decks. This first deck is going to be from the Rider Tarot deck. All right. So let me just clear this. And I'm going to have one card, but maybe two, because I may need to clarify depending on what the card is, I may need a clarifier for it. But I have a few decks here, and I'm just going to pick a card from each of the decks and to get an overall message of the day, okay? So I am asking for my higher self, my spirit team and angels of the highest white light to help guide me in this message of the day. Okay, let's get this incense settled. And again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Any of the decks that I do have that I will be pulling from are going to be linked in the description of this video. So I actually encourage you to take a look at my description because I also have a link tree there where you can, follow me on my other socials, as well as, kind of keep up with some of the things that I am involving myself with. All right, so let me just shuffle this. Oops, hold on a moment. So one that was out of sync. All right, so let's see. Higher self, spirit guides and angels of the highest white light. And I'll actually say Holy Spirit guides, right? Please help guide me on this message of the day for the collective. And this is a message for all of the zodiac signs, okay? So let's see what is inspired to come out of this deck for us to get an inspired message for the day. Let's see. Thank you. One card to help inspire the collective. A message to help inspire. Okay, all right. It just flipped. I'm going to take the card that came. Oh, daggone it. Hold on, there's a couple of them here that are just like, is this just an overall message? Well, daggone. I'm going to take all of these that just popped out. I wasn't expecting to do that, but let's go with it. Because I'm like, hold on. I'm seeing a message already just in these. All right, so I got 7 cards here. All right, so I'm going to show them to you. We start off with the star, okay? And then it goes to the 3 of cups. Then it goes to the strength. And I'm going to elaborate on these. Then it goes to the Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, whew, the 2 of Pentacles, and then it goes to the 6 of Pentacles. So, okay, this is a good one right here, y'all. All right, so let's start with the star card, okay? This is the card right here. This is like you've reached a pinnacle, okay, of something in your life, and you basically are the star, okay? Or this is the energy of what you can, look to anticipate for yourself, and looking at this as an inspired message. If you're not feeling like the star right now, just know you're on a path here. You're on a track, okay? And if this information resonates with you, then take it, and if it doesn't, then don't. Right? But to me, when I see this card, this represents, you've basically reached a level of success that, you've got so much abundance that you're just at this point, you're at the water, and you're just kind of like, it looks like you've got so much abundance, you're filling the lake, okay? Usually you're dipping your cup into the lake to get from the lake, But in this card, you're feeling the lake. You're like, I've got so much going on here. Here's a little bit for y'all over here. Here's a little bit for y'all over there. Let's just make sure everybody gets a little bit of something, right? So that's what I see here. There's just so much abundance here that she's just pouring, abundance into this lake or river or this body of water, right? And then as I look even further, there's the green pastures, there's the mountains in the background, there's this little birdie here just kind of watching her do it, right? It's just like her little muse, her or him, whatever. The energy is, it could be, either gender, but in this particular card, it was female, which is why I blocked it out, the parts. Yeah, there's just so much abundance going on here. There's just stuff growing out in the pasture. She's just like, here's just take some more. I've got lots to give, so here. And so I like this. I like this already, right? There's a little tree in the background with a bird just kind of singing a song. All right, so let's keep going. Let's see what else is in this. Okay, and then we've got the Three of Cups. So this is a celebration going on, right? It's a celebration happening. Again, lots of fruitfulness, there's three figures here that are celebrating. They're lifting their cups up. They're like, cheers, like we did it, right? And they're celebrating something here. And so if we take it back to the star, right, there's so much abundance that we could just, everybody could get some of it, right? Everybody could. There's no lack. Nobody should be lacking, in a state of lack, because there's just so much abundance, and there's so much abundance that everybody's able to just kind of give, right? So we're going to celebrate that. We're going to celebrate that there's so much abundance, right? So now we've got the Strength card. All right. So this is signifying that there is a lot that maybe had to go into acquiring that abundance to be the star. A lot. Sometimes we don't always see the ins and outs of what someone has to go through in their life's journey. But this card here is signifying whatever that was, or whatever that may be for whoever's watching, there's strength there. There's an opportunity for you to recognize your strength. Okay? Because no matter what it may look like right now, this card right here is signifying that you're strong enough to handle whatever this situation might be in your life, in your world. And, she's hanging out with the lion. The lion is the king of the jungle, right? That's the cliche signature, attribute when we look at the lion, king of the jungle, right? And she's gonna give him a little scratch under his neck, like, oh, that's my little buddy there, right? She's got the king of the jungle, in her hands, basically, right? And he's looking up at her, and she's just kind of like hanging out with him, and giving him pets, right? And then again, some green pastures, the mountains in the background, and this infinity sign basically signifying infinite strength, right? So you have infinite strength. Sometimes you have to just tap in and recognize that about yourself, that you have infinite strength. Even when you're not feeling strong, it's in there. Just know that it's in there and you can pull it out, right? Okay. All right, so go on. Then we've got this Knight of Pentacles, right? All right, so to me, when I'm seeing this, I'm looking at this card as kind of like a little trickery, right? A little trickery. Because the Knight of Pentacles, there's all this red going on down here, right? So let's look at the colors on these cards. All right, I'm just going to back up a little bit. Because colors matter, right, when we're looking at these cards. So there's not much red going on here. Red here signifies the root chakra, right? When we're looking at this, we're looking at the color scheme on the chakra scale that are, lifted up. So we've got the yellow, right, which is a chakra that's higher than the root. I'm trying to think of which one it is. In this moment, it doesn't matter. Maybe I'll think of it later. But there's, the white stars, there's the blue skies, there's the orange, the yellow, so this is all kind of like raised up above the root, okay? The root is kind of like just that base level, just all those feelings that are just, I wouldn't say low vibrational, but they hang out, low vibe feelings and thoughts and stuff hang out at the root, right? It's important to tap into the root, but you don't stay at the root, right? So here in this card here, we've got, the orange, it's kind of like a red orange, right? The yellow and so we're celebrating. We've kind of like elevated up above the root, right? We're not hanging out down there whatever is going on down there at the root. Same here. There's not a lot of red going on here. Now, I'm not saying that red is red is just, it's a color, right? But on the scale of the chakra scale, it represents the chakra, the root chakra, which is the base chakra, which is kind of like where a lot of energies hang out that are not necessarily the most vibrant, right? So you got fear that hangs out down there. You've got a lot of tension, a lot of anxiety, depression hangs out down there, and all of that stuff, right? So in this card here of infinite strength, we're not really hanging out at the root in this card. And then here comes this King of Pentacles. So now there's some red showing up, right? There's some root stuff going on. There's some, we've got. It looks like it's water back here, but it's red water. So it's like, what's going on here? Why is the water red? What else on the grounds could be red, right? So nothing's really supposed to be red on the grounds. So we've got red down there, which is signifying, maybe some shenanigans, right? We've got some red here on the, whatever this is on the horse. This, the words are escaping me, but whatever this thing is on the horse that he's sitting on. He's wearing some red, right? He's hanging out with some, and he's holding a pinnacle, which seems like a gift, right? He's holding what seems to be a gift, right? And in the background here with being the yellow, but he's holding a gift. So I don't know, y'all. I'd be a little suspicious of this gift, right? That's being presented by this Knight of Pentacles. So perhaps in your world right now, you're in a state where, you have the potential to be this star, right? And to celebrate because you got all the strength. But then here's a Knight of Pentacles trying to hang out and show up. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Pause, right? Pause. But it looks like a good offer. It's like, I'm here to offer you something. I'm riding on my horse. I can save the day. Really look into that individual that might be trying to show up in your life right now with a good looking offer. right? You might want to really look into that. Why? Because this next card shows you as being the Queen of Pentacles. So if you are showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, what's a Knight of Pentacles got to do with you? It's not even on your level, right? Because you're the Queen of Pentacles. A Queen of Pentacles looking at a Knight of Pentacles, that's not balanced. That's way off balance, right? And it already looks like a shenanigan going on over here. She's looking down at this pentacle, because again, it's just showing one pentacle, but there's layers to this thing, right? There's levels to this thing. She's wearing red, looking down at this pentacle, kind of like in contemplation. She's surrounded by all kinds of, fruitfulness. But why is she contemplating? Is she contemplating taking this Knight of Pentacles offer? Why would she do that? She's got a whole lot going on. Is it because, this Knight of Pentacles is offering something else in this pinnacle, that she's maybe looking at her pinnacle and saying, well, maybe I don't have that, and this Knight of Pentacles is showing up with it, so maybe I, need to, hold on. I don't think so. I don't think so. Right? Because you're the Queen of Pentacles already. What you doing with a Knight? That's unequally yoked. So now we're going to go to the Six of Pentacles. Okay? And in the Six of Pentacles, we've got someone here wearing red, right? So again, the colors are mattering, right? So wearing red. So appearing to be generous, right? Appearing to be and actually being are two different things. But appearing to be generous and giving, right? I've got so much I can give. Be mindful of people that give off good appearances. You want to dig in, right? Because sometimes people can give off a good appearance. They can give off a good appearance, right? And you might think that they are so giving, when in a lot of cases they may not be having the best intentions, right? But let's look at this a little closer, right? Because I do now notice this scale. And the scale here, even though the person is wearing a lower chakra color, right? The scale here is balanced, which means perhaps they are meaning what they're doing, perhaps, right? Seven of Pentacles. No, Six of Pentacles. Perhaps they're meaning what they're doing, but still be watchful, right? Still be watchful. Because remember, you're hanging out here. So of course you want anybody who's representing you to be in a position where they are giving to others. But you want to make sure they're balanced and that they are working with good intentions and are on the service to others path. Okay? Because, and if they are on the service to others path, then they actually would really be meaning what they're doing with giving to others. Because people who are not on the service to others path are on the service to self path, and they present themselves like they're going to be doing the right thing and they're giving, but there's an ulterior motive. So just be mindful, okay? And then we're going to land here with this particular set of cards that came out, because I'm going to pull some more. But we're going to land here with this. This is the Two of Pentacles. So in this card here, let's look. We've got the infinity sign. So this to me is infinite pentacles, right? Because you were the Queen of Pentacles here. So as the Queen of Pentacles, if you're working with people who are doing the right thing and are service to others and are actually looking to help people, then there will be infinite abundance. You won't run out because you're doing the right thing, right? And it's wavy out here. It's wavy, right? This water's going. This water's just doing some old, just real wild stuff back here in the background. Meaning, you know, whoever's on these ships, they having a tough time not sinking. Right? Because now there's infinite abundance in the hands of the Queen of Pentacles. So let's recap this message, y'all, because I didn't expect all of this. Basically, you land as the Star. So much abundance you can give to you got so much abundance you could just give, right? So you're going to celebrate that. It took so much strength out of you to get to where you are right now. So much strength. So many small wins for you to get where you are so that you can celebrate, right? Don't let no like weirdo folks like weird energies. Don't let no people who are going to present themselves as being so, you know, for you and about you show up into your life to ruin it for you. Okay? Because remember who you are, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? So make sure that you have people working with you who are balanced and who are about service to others and who actually want to see people come out of a lack state and who actually want to help other people and see them do better for themselves. Because there's infinite abundance. There's so much abundance to go around for everyone when the right people are at the helm of making sure that it's so. So who are those right people in your life? Who are those right people? Oh my goodness, I feel like I can stop this right now. And maybe I should. I was going to pick a couple of more cards from these other decks, but I'll do that in another video. So, whoa. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's Kerie Crystal Moonrise, and you can get this deck via the link in my description if you're so called to kind of like discover the worlds of tarot. Yeah, I'm really excited. And I also have this book here. I didn't read from it today, but if you want more clarity on those cards, you can also pick this book up from the link in the description. And yeah, that helped me a lot too, you know, these collective readings. So thank you for your time. Again, it's Kerie Crystal Moonrise. Follow me on SoundCloud and on my other social media platforms. And oh, don't forget to like this video before you go if it was helpful for you. Comment if you're inspired to. Share it to your social platforms. And subscribe if you haven't already done so. So before we go, I put out a lot of energy in doing this reading. So I'm going to reel my energy on back to me, reeling it all back. And I'm sending you back your energy. And I'm just going to ring this bell really quickly to help just disperse the energy in my space and in yours. All right. Thank you. Have a great day.